this meeting. Single set of configuration artifacts. Okay, so it says it is a logically related group of WebLogic server instances. Now, what are those server instances?
Which we create manage servers.
Right, right. So, manage server and admin server.
Okay.
Right, admin server and manage
Hmm.
server are those instances which it says it is a logically related group of WebLogic server instances. Clear?
Okay.
So those server instances are nothing but your managed
Manage
servers
servers.
and admin server. Now next it says that we manage from a single set of configuration artifacts. So what do you mean by artifacts in general?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so basically artifacts here it refers to single set of configuration artifacts and configuration files.
Configuration files. Okay.
Okay, now what is that configuration file? Any idea?
Like server setting or WebLogic settings, all which contains.
That's true. That's true. But do you, by any chance, do you know the file name? Okay, I have a quick question for you, Tarun. So, are
Yes.
you hands-on with WebLogic, or it's just that you have WebLogic in your environment and you don't have you're not worked on WebLogic yet? How is it?
Yeah, actually, I have done only deployment kind of thing,
Oh,
followed these steps, but
oh,
don't have full
perfect,
knowledge of
perfect.
WebLogic.
Got it, got it. Absolutely fine. Not an issue. Not an issue. So, now when we say that we manage from a single set of configuration file, so that configuration file is called as config.xml. If you see in the diagram, it is written as config.xml, right?
Yes.
So that is the configuration file basically.
Okay, so it consists of what details?
All the configurations of WebLogic.
All the configurations.
Okay, all the configurations of WebLogic.
Hmm.
Okay, clear? Any questions?
Yes. No.
Good. Now, as you said that you don't know anything in WebLogic, it's just that you have followed the steps simply and done the deployment. So this is
Yes.
again important for you that when we create or configure a domain, there are a couple of rules that we need to follow. Okay,
Okay.
like you can call it as a thumb rule. Okay,
Hmm.
so if you see the first rule says all WebLogic server instances. Okay,
Hmm.
rule number one is all WebLogic server instances
Hmm.
within the same domain within the same
Hmm.
domain
Yeah.
must
Yes.
be within the same domain must be at the same major and minor version. Must be at the same major and minor version.
Hmm.
Clear? So
Yes.
do you know what is a major and minor version? Now let's say for an example, the training that we're gonna do is on a very stable version 10.3.6. Okay, so tell me
Okay.
in this what is or which is the major version, which is the minor version?
10 is the major version, or 3.6
Okay,
are the minor.
okay, that's fine. So basically versioning is something that is done universally globally.
Hmm.
Okay, so here this is how the versioning works everywhere.
Hmm.
Okay, not only in your WebLogic, in operating system, in any software, whatever it is. Okay, now here 10 is the parent version.
Yes.
Okay, 3 is the major version. Okay, 6 is the
Okay.
minor version. Now understand this, whatever versioning I am telling you, this is exactly how entire versioning in software industry works. Okay, now
Okay.
after 6, if I have like this 10.3.6.2.1, okay, now
Hmm.
here 2.1, that last 2.1 is the beta version or a release. Okay,
Okay, beta version.
or release, whatever you can say. But anything after your major version, anything after your major version, that is my 10. First number after
Hmm.
that is 3, is always a major version. Second number after that will always be a minor version.
Minus.
After that, whatever dots it might be, those are releases. Those are not major or minor versions. Okay, so first is always your parent version, then major and minor, and whatever n number of dots it might be, those number of releases it is. It's not any major or minor version. Major and minor versions are only after the parent version, these two.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes.
Any questions now? Any doubts?
When we here when WebLogic like 12c is there, what's the major and minor
Okay.
version in this?
Okay, it's not 12c always. It's like 12.1.1 or 1.2.11, whatever it is. Okay, so
Okay.
whatever it is here,
Mm-hmm.
it will be 12 is the major parent version, 1 is the major version, 2 is the
Major
minor version.
minor version. Okay.
Okay, so it will never be
Mm-hmm.
12c, it will be something dot something like that.
Okay.
Okay, so 12 is your parent, 1 is your major, 2 is your minor. Rest whatever after that, basically see how we do. What is that? I forgot an example we used to give in school, like after dot it is nothing 100 or something like that, right? So it's
Mm-hmm.
similarly exactly that after your parent version, it is always major and minor. Rest whatever it is will never be counted, that will be releases only.
Okay. The small patches.
Yeah, small patches, exactly. We
Okay.
can call them patches as well, or releases. Okay, now coming
Mm-hmm.
back to the point says all WebLogic server instances within the same domain must be at the same major and minor version. So can you explain me what does this mean? Anything you understand from this? If no, then I'll let you know, obviously.
Means whatever instances we create, it is okay for all the major and minor versions.
No.
Means configuration level not changed that much, I think.
Okay, that's fine. So basically what it is, let's say for example, I or we create a domain Tarun,
Mm,
okay, on Tarun's machine, which is your machine.
mm,
Okay, I create a domain, create a managed server and admin server and managed server. Okay,
okay.
now
Mm,
I want one more managed server to be created, but not on Tarun's machine. It will be on Shankar's machine.
okay.
Okay, so what will happen?
Mm,
Domain Tarun is extended from Tarun's machine to Shankar's machine because one managed server of Tarun domain is existing on
mm,
Shankar's machine. Clear?
okay.
Are you getting confused? Just
Mm-hmm.
let me know, okay? Because this is your first
Yeah,
time,
a little
you
bit.
will get confused.
Yes, a little bit.
Little bit.
How the same domain is used on two different
Yeah,
machines.
that is very simple. That's not an issue. So basically, it is like a domain is there on Tarun's machine, machine A, and now you're extending the managed server on machine B, which is on Shankar's machine.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Okay.
domain Tarun is on Shankar's machine as well and Tarun's machine as well.
Hmm.
Okay, now the admin server and managed server, first we create admin server, then we create managed servers and all. Okay, this is what it is.
Hmm.
So let's say for example, I create a admin server on Tarun's machine, machine A.
Hmm.
Then I create a managed server on Tarun's machine. Now next managed server I am creating on Shankar's machine. So what
Okay.
is happening is Tarun domain exists on Tarun's machine, right?
Hmm.
and Tarun domain exists on Shankar machine as well, because we have one managed server on Shankar's
So we
machine,
have extended.
right? We have
Yes.
extended. Very good. Now,
Hmm.
what this statement means, all WebLogic servers within the same domain must be at the same major and minor version. So what it means is, when we installed domain Tarun on Tarun's machine,
Hmm.
okay, and if the version over there on Tarun's machine is 10.3.2,
Hmm.
okay,
Okay.
this is the version on Tarun's machine,
Tarun.
machine A,
Hmm.
okay.
Hmm.
So when we create Tarun domain again on machine B, it is on Shankar's machine, the version has to be 10.3.2 only.
Hmm.
It cannot be
Means
10.3.1 or 10.3.3.
okay. Beta version or other means
It
after
has to be,
minor version it can be changed.
no, it should not be changed. Why? Because your machine A has admin server.
Okay.
Machine 2 does not have admin server. Okay.
Okay. So
So
both should.
whatever the version of admin server is, exactly the same version should be on the managed servers machine.
Hmm.
Okay. Admin server can be 10.3, managed servers can be 10 point, admin server can be 10.3.2.21. Okay. That is the release patch.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Managed
Hmm.
server can be 10.3.2.21 or less, but it cannot be 10.3.2.22. It cannot be, no.
Okay.
Okay, so basically
Hmm.
it has to be same to the same machine as admin server, or the patch should be lesser than the admin server or equal to the admin server.
Hmm.
Getting it?
Yes. Yes.
100%.
Right.
Very good.
100.
So the second point says this thing: servers within a same domain can be at different maintenance pack level. Write it down. Servers, second point, rule
Hmm.
number 2. Servers
Hmm.
within a domain
Hmm.
can be at, can be at,
Hmm.
servers within a domain can be at different maintenance pack levels, at different maintenance pack levels,
Hmm.
as long as
Hmm.
the admin server, as long as the
Hmm.
admin server
Yes.
is at the same maintenance pack level, is at the same maintenance pack level. Now this maintenance pack level is nothing but patches. Okay,
Okay.
we in
Hmm.
WebLogic WebSphere we call it as maintenance pack.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
but it is actually a patch only. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
so as long as the admin server is at the same maintenance pack level, or you can write as a patch, or higher than its managed server, or higher than its managed server.
Right. So,
Clear? Now are these 2 points clear to you now?
so one second. Let me go through
Please.
rule two of that. So, yeah. Okay.
Clear? So whenever
Yes.
you create a domain, you have to remember this. This is called as thumb rule of domain creation. So
Hmm.
basically when I started long back 11, 12 years ago, at that point in time, this thumb rule was very necessary for us, because at that
Okay.
time people did not know much about WebLogic, right? People were learning and learning and learning. But
Hmm.
now everyone knows basically.
Yes.
Okay. So it's not an issue anymore. But then yes, this is the basic you must always remember.
Hmm.
Clear?
Yes.
So just a moment, let me just okay. So that's fine. Okay. So what is a domain? What did you write the definition of a domain?
Uh, Domain is a logically related group of server instances.
Right, server
That,
instances. Now, what
yes.
are those server instances? Admin server and managed server, right?
Yes.
Right. So let's write down about admin server. Okay. Now,
Hmm.
the book's definition of admin server, it says it is a it is
Central.
central configuration controller, central
Hmm.
configuration controller
Yes.
for the entire domain, for the
Hmm.
entire domain.
Entire domain.
Okay, it's a central configuration controller for the entire domain. Now this is bookish
Hmm.
definition. If I have to tell you in a layman language, so basically admin is a unmanaged node. It is not managed by anyone.
Okay.
Admin is admin. Like we used to have monitor in class, right?
Yeah. Sorry.
In school we used to have monitors, right? Madam
Yes.
used to appoint a
Yes.
monitor, so he was the boss, right?
Hmm. Yes.
Similarly, admin is the boss of WebLogic. It is not managed by anyone.
Hmm.
Admin manages everyone in a domain.
Hmm.
Okay, so it is a unmanaged node. Please write that down as well. It is
Yeah.
an unmanaged node.
Node. Yes. I
Clear?
have written. Yes.
Very
Clear.
good. Now what now important to understand is we say that it is a central controller for the entire domain, or it is an unmanaged node. So what it does, what admin server does. Okay, so
Hmm.
point number one, what admin server does. Point number one, it hosts the admin console. Okay, it
Hmm.
hosts the admin console.
Hmm.
Number two, it enables us to start and stop servers. It enables us to start and stop servers
Hmm.
from a central location, from a central location.
Ah.
Okay, point number three, it enables us to it enables us to
Hmm.
it enables us to
Hmm.
migrate servers and services within a domain.
Hmm.
Point number four, it enables us to deploy applications and resources. It enables us to deploy applications and resources
Hmm.
within the same domain.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes.
So this is what it enables us to do. What I mean, like admin server allows us to do. Okay. Now, very important point to be noted, that there must be exactly one admin server in a domain. Point to
Okay.
be noted, there must be exactly one administration server in a domain.
Hmm.
Okay.
Means,
And
yeah.
an admin server controls only one domain. Now I have a question for you.
Okay. Yes.
On a single machine,
Hmm.
let's say on machine A, I have 6 domains. Okay.
Hmm.
Test 1,
Six
test
domain.
2, yes. the name of the domains are test1, test2, test3, test4, test5, test6. Okay, these are 6 domains in machine A. Okay,
Okay.
now how many admin server will I have on that server?
Maximum 6,
Why?
because we can allocate one admin server for one domain.
Very good. Now I have another question for you.
Hmm.
Now let's say for example we have 3 domains on server A.
Hmm.
Test1, test2, test3.
Hmm.
Okay, now again we extend that 3 domain on machine B.
Okay.
Again on machine B we have test1, test2, test3. So
Hmm.
on both the machines, how many managed servers will we have?
Uh, on machine A, we will have 3,
Hmm?
and if we are installing other domains on machine B, then we can have admin servers as per the machine B,
Okay. So
because yeah, admin server can be on should be on machine A only if we are extending these 3 domains to
very,
machine B.
very good. Very good. If we are
Hmm.
extending the domain or there are n number of domains, for a
Hmm.
domain there will be only one admin server. Okay, many people get confused when they extend a domain on different server. They create admin
Hmm.
server there as well, so that becomes a mess.
Hmm.
They again have to delete everything and create the whole stuff again. So
Okay.
good answer by you. Yes,
Hmm.
whether a domain is extended on one machine or 100 machine,
Hmm.
admin server will be only one.
Okay, but as you mentioned that we have 3 domains we extending,
Yes, now
right,
see,
on machine A.
now my question was, I
Hmm.
have test 1, test 2, test 3
Hmm.
on machine A.
Yes,
We are extending test 1, test 2, test 3 on machine B. When we say
hmm.
extending, that means we are creating.
Domain there.
Yes, but what we are creating?
This same domain,
Yes, but what will we
same
create? We
is
will only
admin.
create managed servers.
Okay, managed servers.
When you say you are extending a domain, it means you are
Hmm.
creating a managed server for that domain. Why? Why only managed server? Because for a domain, only one admin server is needed, which you have already created.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now, when you say you are
Okay.
extending, extension is always done with a managed server only.
Okay.
Okay. So, what it means is whether you have your domain on one server or 100 server,
Hmm.
the admin server will only be one,
One.
because the domain is one, so admin is one. If it is a different domain, then you will need one more admin server. Again, it is a different domain, again you will need one more admin server,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? So
Hmm.
basically it is, if you have to remember it like this, one admin per domain.
Dom. Hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Clear? Any confusions?
No.
Okay, now it is also very important point, please note it down. It is also
Hmm.
recommended not to install or deploy. It is also recommended not to install or deploy
Hmm.
any application or resources, any application or resources
Yes.
on admin server.
Hmm.
Okay, why is this so? Because what happens is, by default, a application is deployed on admin server.
Okay.
Okay, what is that
Hmm.
application? Console.
Console. Okay.
What is
WebLogic
that
console.
console? Ah, exactly, admin console or
Hmm.
WebLogic console. Very good, perfect. You have seen this console,
Hmm.
right?
Yes, right.
Perfect. So this WebLogic console or admin console, whatever you call, this is by default hosted on admin server, deployed on admin server. Okay.
Hmm.
Now this console is also an application, right?
Yes, right.
So that we can view and do the administration task. So that is the reason it is recommended not to deploy, so that we can leave admin server as it is to do the administration tasks and deploy applications on managed
Manage
servers,
server.
because we can have n number of managed servers.
Hmm.
There is no limitation to it.
Yeah.
As long as you
So,
have good resources on your server, you can have n number of managed servers.
okay.
Clear?
Uh, One thing,
Go ahead.
if we have a WebLogic, means we are creating two different domains, then we will need two different WebLogic consoles.
Yes.
Okay.
You are, what, can you repeat your question once again, please?
Means for if we are creating for more than one domain on a machine,
Mm-hmm.
then we will have a different WebLogic
Exactly.
consoles
Yes.
for all
Yes.
the
Yes.
domains.
We will have different WebLogic consoles. Why? Because one WebLogic console will listen on one port,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you will create managed servers. Another WebLogic server will
Hmm.
listen on different port with different applications.
Okay,
You
so yes, in that case, we need to install WebLogic twice on this server, or as only
no,
add
no, no, no,
WebLogic.
no, no, no. That we will
How
see.
it works?
Yeah, that we will see when we start the installation.
Okay, okay.
When we start the installation, so basically you don't have to install WebLogic twice. Understand that thing.
Yeah. Okay.
WebLogic is installed only once.
Hmm.
Only multiple domains are created.
Okay.
So basically, you must have heard about WebLogic home directory, right?
Yes, right.
So WebLogic home directory on a server will be only one,
Hmm.
but there can be 100 domains.
Hmm. Hmm.
So WebLogic is not installed twice. Number of domains are created multiple times.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, so that when we do the installation, then you will perfectly understand how exactly that will be very clear to you. Now, but for now, please make a note of it and understand that yes, we don't have to install WebLogic couple of times if you are in need, if you want to install or create multiple domains.
Okay.
Okay, WebLogic is installed only once.
Hmm.
Clear? Any questions, any
Yes.
doubts? So
No.
basically next is managed servers. You don't have to write about managed servers. Only need to understand that managed servers is are the servers which are given to us to deploy any applications we want basically.
Hmm.
Okay. Now this is a very important topic, admin server to manage server interaction. Please write it down.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you a couple of questions on this.
Okay.
Admin server to managed server interaction.
Hmm.
Okay. Point number one. The admin server stores
Hmm.
the master copy of domain configuration, stores the master copy of domain configuration,
Hmm.
including the configuration including the configuration
Hmm.
for all managed servers in a domain. for all managed servers in a domain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
the admin server stores the master copy of the domain configuration, including the configuration for all managed servers in the domain. Have you written this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Now what is that master configuration file?
Uh, the config.xml.
Perfect. 100%. Very good.
Mm.
Config.xml is the master. You can say it says
Copy.
stores the master copy of the configure domain configuration. That master copy is nothing but your config.xml. Okay.
Config.xml. Mm.
Now point
Mm-hmm.
number second, each managed servers, each managed
Mm-hmm.
server
Mm-hmm.
stores a local copy, stores a local copy
Mm-hmm.
of its configuration.
Okay. Mm.
Stores a local copy of its configuration. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
When a managed server starts, when
The same point.
the third point,
Mm.
when a managed server starts,
Mm.
it connects, it connects
Mm.
to the admin server
Okay.
to synchronize the configuration. To synchronize the configuration.
Okay.
Okay.
So this sync
Last point.
from
Yeah,
okay.
we'll discuss that. Last point. When
Mm.
configuration is changed, when configuration is changed,
Mm.
the admin server, the admin server
Mm.
sends the changed configuration, sends the changed configuration
Mm.
to the managed servers.
Okay.
Clear?
Mm.
So basically what it is, admin server stores the master copy of domain configuration, that is the
Mm.
config.xml. Okay.
Yes.
Each managed
Mm.
server stores its local copy of its configuration.
Mm.
Okay. Third point says when a managed server starts, it connects
Mm.
to the admin server to synchronize the configuration.
Mm.
So it means that to start the managed server, the admin server has to be up and running.
Yeah.
This is what the point says, right?
Yes.
Now, let's say for an example, my admin server is down. Okay,
Okay.
my
Mm.
admin server is down. Now, if my admin server is down, I have no impact on my application, right?
Mm.
Because my application is deployed on managed server.
Mm.
So I can anytime take the admin server down. So let's say for an example, when I'm starting the managed server, at that point in time, the admin server is down.
Mm.
So in that case, will my managed server not come up, or I have to bring up the managed admin server to start the managed server?
Yeah, we need to bring up the admin server
Okay,
because as per the third point, it will first sync with configuration files.
perfect, perfect.
Yeah, yeah. If admin server is down, then the syncing process will be interrupted and might be at that time it will not get up or remain in such a position that it will remain in one state
Right.
of syncing or.
Very good.
Mm.
I am very happy that you are actually paying very good attention to whatever I am teaching. I really appreciate
Mm.
that. But I'm sorry to say that your answer is wrong.
Okay.
Because you don't know anything about WebLogic, and you actually gave me the perfect answer, being a new person or a beginner for WebLogic. So if you
Mm-hmm.
look at it that way, your answer was perfect, absolutely perfect. But how it works, let me explain it to you. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you said was correct. Because according to point number 3, it says that manage server, when it starts up, it syncs the configuration. Right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
if the admin server is down at that point in time, manage server will be in a one state. It will not be completely synced with admin server. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Right.
in this case, when such things happen, so understand one thing,
Mm.
WebLogic is written, not only WebLogic, all the middleware application servers are written in mbeans. Okay,
Okay.
mbeans is nothing but a
Mm.
code of WebLogic, you can say. So admin server,
Mm.
manage server, right?
Mm.
Whatever you do in WebLogic is written in mbeans.
Mm.
Clear? So
Clear.
when the admin server is down, at that point in time, my managed server will still come up, but it will synchronize the configuration from the mbeans,
Okay.
from backend. And then,
Backend means it stores this configuration somewhere,
yes,
means a
yeah,
cache like that.
cache, exactly. Cache in the sense, now this is my admin server, right? Admin server has been, let's say, some code. This is the code of admin server. Okay,
Hmm.
now this code is nothing but
Hmm.
my mbeans, admin's mbeans. So it is stored somewhere
Mm-hmm.
here.
Okay.
Okay, so when
Mm-hmm.
it, when manage server comes up, it reads the configuration from here and then comes up.
Okay. So how it
It
means
happens.
when admin server is up?
Uh-huh.
My question is, admin server is up, then
Then
it
it
is
will read.
syncing.
Yeah, it will read from the config.xml,
Config.
the master copy.
Okay. Config.xml. If means if it is not reachable to config.xml, then
Then
it
it will read
goes
from
to
the
bin.
mbean. And mbean, when it reads, it reads it from the backend, which we cannot see.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So again, coming back to the third point, and why managed server is able to start in such way, because by default managed server starts in a MSI mode. Have you ever heard about this?
Mm,
Managed server independence mode.
no.
Write it down. In the newer versions, by default
Mm,
the managed servers are in MSI mode.
mm,
Managed server independence mode.
mm.
Okay, so what happens with this is, it does not, independence means what? Dependent on no one. It's not dependent,
Yes.
right?
Mm,
So that is the reason it is able to read it from the backend and boot it up. Now in
okay.
the older versions like 8 and 9 of WebLogic, if
Mm,
my admin server was down, I was not able to start my managed server. Why? Because in 8 and 9 also MSI mode existed, but it was not by default enabled. Okay,
okay.
we had to manually
Mm,
enable it. Now here
mm,
in newer version, it is by default enabled.
okay.
That is the reason you don't have to worry when your admin server is down. Your managed servers will still sync up with all the latest configuration.
Okay.
Clear?
Clear.
Any questions, any doubts?
Mm,
This
no.
is a very hot question trending right now. If you want to give a interview on WebLogic admin, then the
Mm,
interviewer will definitely ask you, when my admin server is down, will my managed server come up? If it comes up, how will it synchronize the configuration?
okay.
So it will
Uh,
definitely come up because it is in MSI mode, and it will read the configuration from mbeans,
okay.
right?
So new version is from 9 plus version, right?
Not like that. New version keeps on coming, but 8 and 9 were the versions where this was not enabled by default. After 9,
Okay.
whatever 10, 11, 12, it was directly
Hmm.
this thing by default enabled. Okay,
Okay.
but the best version that I have worked so far, I have worked on all the versions. 8.1
Hmm.
SP4, this is the best version I have ever worked on. WebLogic 8.1 Service Pack 4 ultimate version, very stable, very stable.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Oracle does not support this version, but you will be surprised to know that still today biggest of the applications are hosted on 8.1 SP4, and don't want to move their application to any other version as well. It is so stable.
Okay.
Similarly, the version that we are going to study is 10.3.6. After 8.1, this is the most stable version.
Okay.
Okay, so this
Hmm.
is what I wanted to tell you today. Okay, so I
Hmm.
want to understand couple of things from you.
Okay.
Number one, are you in a hurry to complete the course?
No.
Not at all, right?
No.
Perfect. Second, what time do you want to meet tomorrow?
Tomorrow, anytime. Tomorrow is Sunday. So
Yes,
morning time will be okay.
9:30.
Yeah.
What time will you get up tomorrow?
Anytime 7, 8. It depends.
Okay,
It depends if I have work, then I can wake up early.
okay, that's fine. So you're not going to office today, right? So it's a holiday for you now.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So can you please share me your email ID on the chat?
Yeah, one second.
I'll be sharing the installer with you. Which part of
Mm-hmm.
Mumbai do you stay, Tarun?
Malad,
Oh my goodness, where in Malad?
Mitchoki, and you?
Sundar Nagar.
Sundar Nagar.
Yes,
Okay. I live nearby Sundar Lane.
Sundar Lane. I know Mid Chowki very well. So where exactly in near Mid Chowki you stay?
Everson bus stop is there.
Yes, I know.
Behind that, there is a building. In that building only.
Okay. So you stay very near to Infinity Mall.
Yes, very near.
Very near.
Around
Yes.
half a kilometer.
Not even half a kilometer.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So you know this
Go to near
Jumbo King Vada Pav in SV Road?
Jumbo King.
Yes.
Yes, yes. On SP Road. Yes, I know.
Yes. So exactly, I stay exactly over there.
Okay, okay. We will meet sometime.
We'll meet definitely sometime.
Hmm.
Okay, so I have shared. Just a moment. What is that? Did I share the installer with you? Okay. Did you get the installer? Can you please check?
One second. No,
No. I can
no.
see. I have shared with you. Okay, just a moment. Tarun Kose, right? Yes.
Tarun.kose@gmail.com.
Just a moment. WebLogic installer.
Yeah, just I get it.
Got it. You got it right?
Yes. Yes, right.
Okay, I've sent you one more time anyways. So this is an installer that you have to download on your Linux machine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on your Linux machine. So are you ready with your virtual stuff?
Yes, but I have just checked that my guest account is working. I forgot my account login details.
Okay. So that's fine. You can
So
create a new also. That's not an issue. And what are you installing? Ubuntu, CentOS. What are you going to install?
I have installed Ubuntu 10.11.
Perfect. Perfect. So you have to install this.
64 bit.
Perfect.
It's a
64 bit.
64 bit.
Yes. We need 64 bit only because our installer is 64 bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
That's
please
why.
download it on your Ubuntu machine. And when we meet tomorrow, we're gonna start with the installation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So
And
we'll
my laptop is of 4 GB only.
that's fine. You can assign
So
2 GB.
yeah, so it will not hang or anything like that.
It
Means
must not. Let's see. It should not. But it will be slow, very slow.
okay, okay,
But if you can access your Linux machine from your Windows machine, then it will be little fast. I mean, using putty
okay,
or something like that.
okay. I will work on that today if
Okay, fine.
I can manage it.
Sure.
Okay,
Then we'll meet tomorrow. What time in the morning?
9:30.
9:30. Absolutely fine. Sure. Then we'll meet 9:30 same time. You just have to share, log into this link only.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
okay. Thank you,
All right then.
thank you. Very
See you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
And
Okay,
let me know if you have any questions for today's session. Okay.
yeah. And
Sure.
one more thing, if I want to refer any book for WebLogic, this
Uh-huh.
administration,
Uh-huh.
or if I want to do certification
Uh-huh.
based on this, so which book I should prefer?
Don't go for any book. Try to read as
Okay,
many documents and articles you get in Google. Okay. You
okay,
first complete your course. I'll help you with everything.
okay, okay,
Okay. I'll help you with everything. I have dumps as well. I can help you with those dumps as well.
okay, okay,
Okay. So don't worry about it.
okay. Thank
Just
you. Mm-hmm.
because you just try to read the articles and documents. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to do much than that.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right then, Tarun. See you
Okay.
tomorrow, sharp 9:30 a.m. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
All right. Bye. Take care.
Okay. Bye. Bye. Bye.